Hello, and thank you for joining us here at Hypeno, where you will find the most up-to-date news briefings and analyses on current events, geopolitics, and technological developments. During this hour of focus, we will be investigating why. According to a former member of the IMF Board of Directors, dollarization would remove the possibility of future inflation in Argentina. But before we continue, could you be so kind as to click the bell notification function below, like this channel, and subscribe to it? This will help YouTube better understand your preferences and ensure that you are notified whenever new videos are uploaded to this channel. Thank you for your time and cooperation. Let's get this briefing started. According to what he said to Bloomberg, it would anchor monetary policy and be a big positive change. Javier Milei, a candidate for president of Argentina, has made his support for the dollar a central tenet of his campaign program. Get the daily lowdown on the most important developments in the business world, from Wall Street to Silicon Valley, with exclusive access to breaking news as it happens. Simply clicking the Sign Up button indicates that you accept our terms of service and privacy policy, as well as the possibility of receiving promotional emails from Insider as well as other partner offers. A former official with the International Monetary Fund suggested that Argentina might eliminate the dangers associated with inflation by switching from the Argentine peso to the United States dollar. Mark Rosen, who represented the United States on the board of directors of the International Monetary Fund, IMF, from 2019 to 2021, told Bloomberg that dollarization would be very beneficial for Argentina. It would essentially eliminate much of the risk of future inflation, which is a significant concern. It wouldn't necessarily solve the problem of excessive spending, but it would anchor monetary policy, and that would be a huge step in the right direction. The leading candidate in Argentina's presidential election, Javier Milei, places a high priority on the dollarization of the country's currency. The aim of the approach is to combat the hyperinflation that currently exists in the country, which is running at an annual rate of 124.4%. The idea still needs important elements, such as where the dollars that are required for a currency transition can be sourced from. Since a long time ago, the nation has been dealing with a shortage, which has contributed to instability in the currency exchange rate and compelled Buenos Aires to use alternative currencies, such as the Chinese yuan. An economist named Francisco Zales, who was instrumental in the dollarization of Ecuador in the year 2000, stated earlier this month that Argentina does not require dollars in order to dollarize. He forecasts that dollars will start flowing back into the country as soon as the transition was made. But those who are opposed to the plan to dollarize Argentina's economy have pointed out in the past that the shortage would make it difficult to implement. Switching from the peso to another currency would, in essence, be the same as drastically reducing the amount of money available in the country, which would kickstart a recession. Even Rosen admitted that there was a problem with the lack of dollars. Dollarization makes sense, provided that they can support it. The question is, will they be able to afford it? And will the global society be willing to fund it? Rosen's career as an investment banker spanned 4 decades, and throughout that time he gained experience working in Latin American markets. He is now a partner with Advection Growth Capital. In his opinion, the fact that dollarization would be impossible to undo would make it necessary for the Argentine government to adhere to a coherent policy. Additionally, the currency's use in de facto transactions across the country, such as corporation pay and certain consumer purchases, has increased significantly. However, not all IMF officials agree with his assessment. According to Bloomberg, former official Alejandro Werner has reportedly stated in the past that the proposal is unworkable. The lender is concerned about Argentina's economic predicament, even though it has not yet taken an official position on the dollarization debate. Buenos Aires has not yet completely repaid the $44 billion in loans that it received from the International Monetary Fund, IMF. According to an economist who has made the step before, Argentina can dollarize without using dollars. Bill Gross is now shorting U.S. Treasuries and predicts that inflation will reach as high as 4% in the months ahead. According to Bloomberg, the co-founder of PIMCO stated that he is short U.S. Treasuries and that he anticipates inflation to increase above the 2% target set by the Fed to reach up to 4%. "We are not your colony, your backyard, or your front yard," Bukele said as the law demanded a report on the use of Bitcoin in El Salvador from the State Department. That's where we wrap things up for the time being. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.